Be recording. Yeah. All right. Welcome everybody to our holiday marketing tips and business building Zoom. I wanted to share a couple things with you all personally. Things that since I've been in the business since January 2014, I wanted to go ahead and share the kinds of things that we've been doing through the holidays. And Kristen and some others of us that have been here have kind of weathered our time here with Plexus already. Know that these ideas I'm about to share are really, really important. So Kristen will probably echo a lot of these same ideas. And I've got some fresh ideas too. I did some research on some marketing tips that can help us all to be even more successful during the holiday season. First of all, continue posting and sharing consistently. We're all busy. Everybody's busy getting ready for the season, but we've got to be persistent as we catapult on the momentum built in November and be really on their minds, our audience's minds, as we enter the New Year's resolution season. It may not seem like people are responding right now, but they are listening, and your audience is captive, and they're watching your posts, and they're watching to see if you can be consistent, if you will be consistent through the Christmas season. So just keep doing what you're doing, posting consistently and sharing consistently in person. Also remember to keep it personal. How is Plexus helping you during this busy holiday season? I made a post the other day saying I'm so thankful for this energy because I've got, Christmas. I'm trying to make Christmas happen for my family. I've got a grandbaby on the way. We're all kind of nesting here, getting the house ready. So share posts, share how Plexus is helping you this holiday season, whether it's for energy, for shopping, or making Christmas happen. Or I made a post the other day about how Plexus is helping me with that holiday stress, the inevitable holiday stress. And I know Kristen Hadelstead has also shared too about how she feels much less stressed. Even though the same stresses abound during this time of year, it's our response, I feel like, is so much better to that. A lot of people have a lot of fear and anxiety entering this season. Be mindful. A lot of people have lost loved ones. So you may kind of touch on things that can help with those fears and anxieties. A lot of people are worried about how they're going to pay for Christmas. Some people that have been with Plexus for a while, we're very blessed to be able to say this will be a cash Christmas for us. And if so, then tell people, hey, this is my first Christmas with Plexus, and I'm really blessed to share that this Christmas will be a cash Christmas. And come January, I won't have those dreaded Christmas bills to anticipate. If you're able to pay off some bills with Plexus, share that. One of the things that we really focused on last year was giving the gift of good health. Okay, so many people are focused on those material things, that purse, that shoe, those pairs of shoes, or that particular trendy item. And those things are all well and dandy, but chances are, flash forward to next Christmas, most of us won't even remember what was on those Christmas lists. So connect with your audience and help them to understand that, if you really do care about the people in your life, family, friends, others, give the gift of good health. They make, a lot of our products make really nice stocking stuffers. A lot of husbands or wives have commented to maybe the other spouse, gee, I sure would like to join Plexus, and the spouse maybe has said, yeah, maybe not now. Well, maybe we could help the spouse, really understand that that's what their spouse wants for Christmas is the gift of good health. One of the things that I had done is my personal slim jar. I just have a glass jar in the kitchen. I've wrapped it with a red bow to make it festive with all of our slim for 7 people living under our roof right now. But I'm going to do a seasonal slim giveaway. I'm going to do a little contest that kind of engages my audience. And for about a week here and there, I'm going to have people guess how many slim sticks they think are in my jar. And the one that comes the closest will win a 3-day trial. So that's a new way to kind of actively engage your viewers. So many times we have to educate people. We have to teach them, present the why behind these products. Why do we need these products? I know Sequita did a great job showing about, posting about magnesium and why magnesium is important in our daily intake. And then she related that to BioCleanse. Especially if you have people in your audience or people in your downlines that come from different cultures, a lot of times you really do need to educate them and help them understand why they need those products. And most times people also need the business opportunity. Remember to keep your Facebook page personal, though. Your friends want to see you and your family. So they want to stay connected with you. There's a reason you got on Facebook or social media to begin with. Remember that reason, and just kind of keep it real there. Don't keep it too real, because remember, your health and wellness representatives. So if you're posting about your gym check-ins, that's an excellent way to show that, hey, I realize first and foremost that Plexus isn't a magic pill. It's not a magic success formula. You're not going to drink this pink drink and overnight get skinny. If this pink drink gives you extra energy, then you might find yourself in the gym, and that'd be a good place to burn up that extra energy. Some of you noticed on Facebook, on where the profile picture is now, is actually a place you could post a video. I haven't checked into that too much, but if somebody does know about that and you want to include it in a post for us, that'd be great. I thought that would be a great way to do a video profile picture there. Be another way to engage your audience, your viewers. People love photos and videos. This is a social media truth, gang. People stop in their scrolling and their skimming to look at photos and videos, especially if they're you or your family. So, maybe you're getting ready to go to that Christmas party and you're all dressed up and you've got your pink drink. Take a photo of yourself. Take a selfie. That's wonderful things that one of the wonderful things that Plexus does for us is it boosts our self-confidence. Take a picture of yourself in that pink drink. I'm still hydrating from the day I've had my pink drink earlier, but if this is my pink drink, I could be holding it and take a selfie and say, hey, we're heading out to this party. Glad I have my energy because I know the party's going to go late tonight. And I've got a Christmas shop tomorrow or something like that. But the product placement and your pictures will go a long way with your audience. They want to see you. They want to see what you're up to, what you're doing. You might insert a random photo. I know we're all trying to get our Plexus posts in there, but sometimes take them by surprise. Post kind of a random photo that kind of draws them in, and then kind of tell a story and wrap it around one of the products so that you've engaged your viewers and they never quite know what to expect from you. They're not going to just scroll through and see these typical, Plexus ads, which are great and all, but most viewers, most audience are going to see that and they're going to see advertisement and they're going to keep on scrolling. So kind of be creative about the way you draw people in to your personal ads for Plexus. You can post a fun, festive holiday photo of you, again, holding a product or two. The next thing I have to share is from, it's a website called MaximizeSocialBusiness.com. That's MaximizeSocialBusiness.com. And they often have really good ideas about tips to create and develop worthwhile content. Okay, so believe it or not, your Facebook posts are your content. It's what you're sending out there. And generally speaking, obviously, you want to be positive. You want to be sending good, positive things out into the world. People tend to get turned off by negativity or toxicity. So keep your posts positive. So according to MaximizeSocialBusiness.com, there are 10 quick tips to create and develop worthwhile content. And that means you're going to stop people from scrolling. You're going to stop them from skimming. Number one is take it to heart. Big time. Give people something they really want or need or solve their problems. Well, it's been said that Plexus offers a solution to the 3 W's: weight loss, wellness, and wealth. So smart marketing, and that's what we're doing, is marketing our products, is about helping people. It's not about hype. Show them how our products can help them. Everybody needs more energy. There's so many people out there who need better sleep. So before you create this content, ask yourself, what's in this for my audience? Am I providing something that is worthwhile? Is it worthy of their stopping their scrolling and paying attention to? Once again, loving the gym check-ins, loving the links and articles, the really good health articles that link probiotics and how helpful they are in reducing anxiety and depression. So when people are looking at the content of your newsfeed, they're seeing you, they're seeing your family, they're seeing that you're connecting, and you're making the effort to go to their pages and connect with them as well. But one of the things to keep in mind is when you're creating Plexus content is asking yourself, what's in this for them? Include one clear call to action. So what we want to do is persuade people to act. We never want to send out a piece of content and just have it land with a thud. We want to do something, create a call to action that's going to create people to act. So think about what you want people to think about, feel about, and do when you send things out there. We're getting through this pretty quickly, gang. I'd hope to keep this fairly short tonight. Okay, third, make it readable. People do tend to skim and scroll. Think about how you go through your Facebook posts, especially during this busy season. You want things that are really going to stop that skimming, stop that scrolling, and pull that person into what you're sharing. And you want to make it brief and to the point if possible.
Thank you so much.
You want to ask your audience what they're looking for. So incorporate some feedback opportunities. Engage your audience. When you engage your audience, I did this, and it wasn't particularly successful yesterday, but I found this candy cane post, and it was these pickle flavored candy canes. And I thought to myself, ooh, maybe not personally for me, but that's interesting. I wonder what people in my audience would think, whether they'd say black or, hey, that looks good. So when you post things like that and you ask them their opinion, what you're doing is you're actively engaging them on your page. And I can't tell you scientifically how those algorithms on Facebook and other social media work, but we do know that the more times, the more people you have actively engaging on your feed, on your personal, what your content is, the more traffic you're going to have and the more people are going to see your posts, okay? So whether it's asking questions about, Christmas lights, should I go with the white lights this year or multicolored lights? And two, it's fun to see what your friends think. It's fun to see whether they would prefer clear lights or colored lights or all that. But so much of that is very purposeful, and a lot of people don't really even realize how purposeful that is. You don't have to keep coming up with new ideas, guys. Just get the great ideas you've already got out there. This is not the time to reinvent the wheel. There's already great ideas out there. They're going to seem fresh and new to your audience because guess what? Not every post is seen by everyone in your audience. It's okay. And often I know we feel like, hey, I need to be creative. I need to come up with something else out there. And that's always great and dandy. But we're looking at managing time efficiently this holiday season because we're all busy. Grab a good idea. Get it out there. Make it quick to read. Make it something that pulls the reader in. And they'll seem fresh and new to your audience. Again, they don't see everything you post. So if you go back through your posts, if you got like 100-something likes on something or, 50 likes even, chances are most of your audience didn't even see that one. If you got some good response, post it again at a different time of day because more than likely you're going to engage a different part of your audience. The suggestion is made, get organized with a content calendar. You're talking about people that are very forward thinking and very organized, and this works for some, doesn't always work well for me, but as you're entering this busy season, we're entering a busy season with a grandbaby under our roof as well this year while Bo and Noelle have their home remodeled. So I'm really having to maximize my time and organization as well. This would be a great time to get some kind of a content calendar and maybe even engage in using a Buffer app like Kristen and many of you use Buffer or EveryPost or Hootsuite. You could just sit down the night before, or maybe the week before, plan all of them out. You need to be sure to engage with personal posts too. You don't want to just puke Plexus all the time. People will get turned off to that. So get organized with a content calendar as a suggestion. There's a real good one that every year somebody does, and it's the 12 Days of Christmas countdown with Plexus products. And what that does is it helps to educate your audience as to the products and what they do. I think it would be more effective if you came up with some kind of a story to wrap around that product, because people love stories. But there's the idea, for example, of doing the 12 days of Christmas countdown. So you've got a product, a Plexus product that you feature each day. And then, of course, we've got 16 products, so you have 4 extras that you could feature, kind of in between those 12. So because it's a busy time of the year, think about how you're going to maximize your time and organization. Commit to your content, have a consistent presence so your audience commits to viewing. So your audience, you want to keep them engaged in what you're sharing. Even if they're not buying Plexus this minute because they're thinking about the umpteen things they have to do for Christmas, they will be in their mind first and foremost, because you've done such a great job keeping it at the front of your Facebook posts or social media posts. So we talked briefly a minute ago about storytelling. Storytelling is one of the most powerful messaging tools available to you. Human beings are wired for stories. Think about it. All of us are probably moms or dads and have been children at one point or another. How much do we love story time at night? How much do we love telling our children story times at night? So one of the most valuable tools that you could use is storytelling. People love hearing a good story. So if you've got a good story to share, that's great. If you can figure out how to wrap it around a particular product that you're trying to persuade people that they need, that's even better. So appeal to their feelings first, facts later, appeal to their emotions. The more you can engage the senses, the 5 senses, the better. Find a story to tell, again, wrapping your message in a story that your audience will find stimulating and relevant. Maybe you could tell a story about your trip Christmas shopping and how, again, Plexus helped with your energy and stamina for the day, and maybe you even got to the gym before all of that started or had the energy to make it to the gym at the end of the day. Create a visuals bank. They say that a picture is worth 1,000 words. You all have heard that before. People process visual imagery. Now listen to this, guys. People process visual imagery 60,000 times faster than text. So what does that tell you? We should be posting lots of pictures and videos and things like that. They're much more engaging. So share the photos and the videos. That's why your why videos were so critical in helping capture attention and engage your viewers, your why you do Plexus videos. And again, most of you probably posted that why video once, maybe twice. Post it again. Not everybody in your audience saw that. It's perfectly fine to recycle some of those posts because the why videos are very effective. And you can see based on the number of people that viewed them, they're extremely effective. So adding videos and photos, you'll see significant increases in traffic in your social media engagement and your visitor to lead conversion rates. Okay, I've got one more page of notes to share with you, and then I'm going to let you guys get back to making Christmas happen. In the digital age, we must meet consumer expectations in 3 areas. 1 is quality of content, how it's delivered, and 3 is how responsive you are, okay? So think about that for a minute. This is the digital age. It's been suggested that we must meet customer expectations in 3 areas. Number 1 is quality of content, 2 is how it's delivered, and 3 is how responsible you are. And here's another important fact that goes along with that. People don't usually buy something the first time they see it. Y'all let that soak in there for a minute. People don't usually buy something the first time they see it. It takes an average of 7 exposures for someone to buy something, typically. Okay? So that's why you need to keep posting and sharing. Average of 7 exposures. As far as creating content, it's been recommended that if you like to write, create a blog. Take your readers, take your audience on your personal journey. Marianne, for example, is doing such a great job hitting the gym twice a day and getting those workouts in. She's got twins that just turned a year, close to turning a year. And two other kids, and it keeps her very active, and yet she's still making it to the gym twice a day. I mean, she's kind of doing mini blogging when she writes about that each day. But I think, we've all been there. Most of us have had those babies, and we know how demanding they can be on our time and our bodies and energy and all those kinds of things. And typically we're pretty sleep deprived as well. When people look at, someone like that and all the energy she has, and she's got 4 kids, and she's sitting in the gym twice a day, that makes me want to buy whatever she's taking, right? Whatever she's using, I want some of that. So think about blog posts, videos, links, articles, images. We are health and wellness representatives. So as a whole, we want to portray that we're living healthy, well lives. I know we get sick from time to time. I had a slight head cold last week, but I didn't post about it on Facebook. If I had, I might have said something like, gosh, this is the first time since January 2014 I've been sick. And that's a true story. I had a head cold. Usually colds run about a week long. I knocked that sucker out 2 to 3 days. I was miserable during that time, but I'm telling you, I have been so healthy since I started my Plexus journey. That would be a good way to incorporate illness. But you don't necessarily want to say, oh, I'm sick again. Well, those Plexus products may not be, it may look to your audience like those Plexus products aren't working. They're not keeping your immune system strong like you're telling them it does. So be aware of the kind of content you're putting out there. All right. There is something I'm going to be posting in the next couple of days, and you guys are more than welcome to share it. Better than sharing, if you have the ability to and can, is to copy and paste it. But it's called 15 Tips for a Healthy Christmas Season. There's a particular website. I forgot to write it down, but I'm going to go to the website and share those 15 tips for a healthy Christmas season. But when you're doing things like that, you're showing the reader that it's not just all about Plexus. You're showing them that you really do care that they have a healthy Christmas season. And here's some things you found. And it might be something like, taking a walk outside every day. Maybe you walk outside and see the beautiful Christmas lights. Hey guys, it's cold outside and we don't feel like drinking water like we do when it's hot in the summertime, but it's still important. And here's why hydration is important. Your audience is going to know that when they go to Lori's Facebook page, they're going to see things that are encouraging, supporting, and that she does care about your total health and wellness. They're going to find little tips here and there. And she's creating content that is interesting, and she's sharing about her family and her kids. So look for that. I'm going to try to post that tomorrow, so look for it in my feed. If you haven't friended me, please friend me. I'm happy to share that with you as well. 15 tips for a healthy Christmas season. And finally, just continue to be consistent in your posts. When I look at my team and I look at the amazing job that they're doing posting and sharing, 100% of the time I can correlate the visible posts I see with their personal PVs each month. It is definite. I mean, it's very, very clear that those who are posting and sharing are those that are making the most money and consequently impacting the most lives. They're helping change people's health and wealth. And so don't be afraid to post and share. Don't forget to be consistent in posting and sharing through the busy Christmas season. When people jump on, they'll see, oh yes, Kayla's still doing Plexus. Look at her go. She's got these young children, and she's going, and she's making Christmas happen, and she is sharing and posting about Plexus. And even if they're not messaging Kayla right now, they're going to know that Kayla has it in January when they come back and they're ready to start those New Year's resolutions, and they will. So continue to be consistent and consider the nature of your posts, because again, we're health and wellness representatives. If we were working with the Coca-Cola industry, then obviously our posts would not necessarily reflect health and wellness. But I want to thank everyone for taking time to come out tonight. I hope some of these tips have been helpful for you. I did record it in case you missed some of it at the beginning or some of it in the middle or some of it at the end. I know we all have busy households and children that are getting into their bedtime routines and so forth. But thank you guys for coming out tonight. I hope some of these tips have been helpful for you. And I'd love to wish you all a Merry, Merry Christmas and a happy, healthy holiday season. Thanks, guys. Good night.
Thank you.
Right.
Absolutely. Bye, guys.